Testing. All right. You can cut out that other.
Hey, yo, ain't. Yeah. Run it up, Blondo.
Hey, see y'all from Texas, where we sit riding swangers and put diamonds in our neck.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? It's your guy, it's your boy, it's your homeboy, Doc Holiday. We're back with another HBCU tonight, powered by HBCU Overdrive. Make sure that you like the stream. Make sure that you comment, share. Most of all, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to get everything HBCU Overdrive. As always, you already know we simulcast between YouTube and Twitter. Make sure if you're on Twitter, hit that follow button on the profile. And once you come from over there, head on over to the YouTube channel and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And as always, everybody that's coming in, now we get ready to go into the whole thing. Apologize for being late on the phone with the ex-wife, trying to get some stuff squared away for my baby girl. But we are here. Hopefully everybody's having a good evening. Hopefully everybody's having a good Friday. Some folks ain't having no good Friday. There's some folks right now, they ain't having no good Friday. They ain't had a good Thursday either. The way it looks like it might not have a good Saturday. What's going on, Quay? What's happening? How you doing? I'm trying to see if the lovely lady is watching me on the Summer Jam screen. But yep, other than that, man, how's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing? How we all doing tonight? I know a lot of folks is watching the draft, but we gonna talk a little bit about the draft. We're here to get this all squared away. What's going on, Jane? What's happening? I'm good, man. I'm living good. I'm feeling good. I'm smelling good. I'm trying to get this out the way. Put this on from my phone so I can see what's up. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a good evening. Yeah, on my phone. All right, the Jets are on the clock. Let me go ahead and get these banners out the way so we can have something to talk about. Let's see. I'm trying to get some stuff out. First and foremost, just put this out here. First and foremost, the transfer portal is closed. The, the transfer portal is closed for today. It's closed all the way up until December. So notable people that went into the portal today, one TJ Finley, trying to figure out what he's smoking on. He's been at 5 schools in 4 years, 4.5 years, something like that in a sense. Today he entered the portal from Tulane. Really was going to be penciled in as a starter for Tulane, and I guess some other things came about and entered the portal. Did not play a game for Tulane, so do you really count that as him going? I mean, he went to school there, but playing for them, not really. Not really, but he's back in the portal. To me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna keep it 100. My man need to go get a job. You need to go get a job, bro. It's time to give up that hope. Maybe I'm just maybe you're not that good. Maybe it's time for you to hang it on up. Hang it on up. See if I'm trying to see if we can get some people on here. Mr. Forge, I don't know if Mr. Forge is here, but hopefully he's listening. Hopefully he's listening. But other than that, transfer portal did close today. So if you are trying to get into the portal, or somebody to come get you out the portal, too late. There she goes. Hey there. Hey there. Hey there. Oh, hey, Ma. Hey, Mama. My mama's on here. Uh, Good. So that's you got somebody you can chat back with, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Hey, she gonna put in the head. She gonna put in the chat hashtag Go Grambling. But now, yeah. But yeah, we got people coming in. Yep, my mama watching. Got Bay watching. Yeah, I told you. Hashtag Go Grambling. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this. Uh, let's talk about it. Talked about this last night on the Gathering Old Men podcast on the Mashup Show, and how this draft, has kind of just how the draft just went a certain way after Cam Ward got drafted by Tennessee. We knew Tennessee was going to get it. What's going on, Fred? What's up, Square? Uh, we knew Cam Ward was going to be the first pick in the draft, and then the second pick was going to be Travis Hunter. Now the question was, who was going to be the team that he goes to? And fortunately enough that he decides to Jacksonville decided to pick Travis for his services. And what's up, Tony? So Travis, so Jacksonville trades up, get the number two spot last night, pick up Travis Hunter. I think one of the things I think that the Jaguars like about the like about Travis is basically he comes, he's a football player. He likes to play football. He likes to work out. He likes to do everything. He not in the line. He's in the limelight because of who he is, but he's not the type of person that where he's gonna be in trouble or anything like that. Gonna be out in the streets. The biggest thing about him traveling to see about them drafting Travis is the fact that he's going to play both ways. Oh yeah, we went up for the Cowboys to pick. They are picking with the 40. It's the 44th pick now. This is all the second round. My Cowboys we did pick up Tyler Booker last night from Alabama. So we went offensive line. So now we just see what we can get right here. Hopefully, it'll be a good one. Yeah, and he's pretty much at home, so he really ain't got to go too much anywhere. He's born in West Palm Beach, moved up to Georgia, played college ball at Jackson, and in Boulder, Colorado, and now he's at home. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Got that good Adidas deal. Because you don't hear anything, you don't hear too much bad stuff about Travis in the news. So that's one of the things that they like about Travis. You don't hear about him being in the news for anything bad. Hey, Cowboys pick is in right now. Let's see who we get. What's up, Jan? What's good? What's happening? I like that chick. I like that pick. So, what's good, Crook? Now you better be on your best behavior because the missus says she will cuss you out. Talk bad about her alma mater. But yeah, now Travis is good, man. Travis gonna what they gonna do? Travis gonna get a little bit bigger. He gonna keep his speed. Uh, he's gonna play both sides. You know, she said, "Don't talk about Grambling like that." She's uh-oh. Don't get us started. Please don't get us started. But yeah, now Travis is good, do good. We all knew that Cam Ward uh was gonna get the first pick. I like what Cam Ward did. He started his time at an FCS school University of the Incarnate Word down in San Antonio. Then played there for 2 years. Made his way up to Washington State and lit Washington State up for 2 years in the Pac-12. And then he made his way down to the U, Miami, and did what he did at Miami, setting a lot of school records down there at the time too. So but other than that, hey, we knew what was going on. Now let's get into elephant in the room. All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And anybody and everybody is more than welcome to come up on the live right now. Let's talk about it. What up, Will Bo? What's happening? Let's talk about this. Shedeur said is not drafted in the first round. Um, but yeah, Shedeur not being drafted in the first round, which um to everybody in America was a surprise. To some of us that kind of watch his, we watched his film from time he was at Jackson and then his other 2 years at Colorado. He has some deficiencies. We all know this. We knew this from we all knew this from before he got here. Um, yeah, the way it's looking, we don't know. We don't know. we do not know. That's the question. Will he be drafted in the second round? Um, so so let's look at his 2 years in Jackson State. Let's look at his 2 years in Jackson State. First year he got here, threw for over 3,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, eight. I think it was either 7 or 8 interceptions. Had close to a 70% completion rate. But the issue is, he was sacked 35 times. We did not have at the time. We did not have a good offensive line. Our running game was anemic, so he had to do things on the fly. This is 2021, fall 2021. It's freshman year. Going into his sophomore year, offensive line was much better his sophomore year. Still threw for over 3,000 yards, threw 40 touchdowns. Still had single digit interceptions, and he also completed 70% of his passes. The glaring number from freshman year to sophomore year is the fact that he was only sacked 23 times. Now, why was the reason why that sack number had lowered was because we ended up being more primarily um, a balanced team running a football. Had over 1,000 yards from Savion Wilkerson that year. Again, winning the SWAC. Only loss, only loss, only loss was in the Celebration Bowl. Only loss was in the Celebration Bowl. Win the SWAC, win SWAC championship, go to the Celebration Bowl, and basically, you know, we were a touchdown away from winning the whole thing. Of course, Dion leaves out like a thief in the night to head to Boulder. He gets up there, he brings Shedeur with him. Same thing what happened his freshman year at Jackson, happened his junior year at Colorado. This time, instead of being sacked 35 times, multiply that times 2. Shedeur was sacked almost 70 times his junior year. He still passed for over 3,000 yards. He still passed for 30 touchdowns. Still had close to 70% completion rate. But the issue was he was sacked too many times. That offensive line was a porous offensive line. Shout out to my man Michael Brockers. Remember meeting him when I worked at Leeds. Got a picture with him. But other than that, no running game. Everything he was relying on his arm. Senior year comes up this past season. What does he do? Sacks go down a little bit. Offensive line was a little bit better. Still sacked. I think he was sacked 40. I think it was like 45 times this past season. Had close to 4,000 yards. Had over 30 touchdowns. Had single digit interceptions. Had close to 70% completion rate. Still really didn't have a running game. But this time the team was a little bit more better. It was a little bit more gel, a little bit more polished. Going to a bowl game, he get into that bowl game, he was sacked. Looked like he was running for his life. He was running for his life. But what I'm trying to say is that with his intangibles, that's a good question. That's a good question. Why did he build his O line first? That's a good question. Um, so with Shedeur's intangibles, oh yeah, shout out to my man uh CFB Campus Tour. Make sure y'all go vote. Make sure y'all go vote for the best stadium in FCS football, then y'all know it's the Vet in Jackson, Mississippi. Appreciate you, sis. Um, but but like I said, his intangibles basically his intangibles. He had more. He had more faults to him. Uh, he had more faults than he had more cons than he had pros. All right, pros. He has good football IQ. He doesn't give up. He doesn't throw the ball. You know, he doesn't throw the ball in bad situations. Though he can throw it in tight situations. Uh, some other things that he does well. He does know how to read the defense. I'm gonna say that, and I don't care what anybody say. If he played at when he played at Jackson State, talking about we don't do anything down here, it's still football. Football is football. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you can read the defense. You can read the defense. Um, of course, his negative is they gonna say he took a lot of hits. He holds on to the ball too long. He does do that. And the reason why he holds on to the ball because y'all know he's trying to keep the play going, uh, not necessarily looking for the big play, but he tried to keep the play going, try to keep the drive going. Um, but I would say this, uh, and like I said, y'all can chime in. You can chime in on in the chat, or you can chime in, giving me your good, honest opinion. Now um, I'm gonna tell you why I feel that he's not getting drafted. In a sense, and he didn't get drafted in the first round. In a sense, let me see what you say. Coach Prime is a yeah. He turned a team that was 1-11 year before he got there and turned them into a top 20 team in 2 years. He had bump in the road his first year there, and then he turned them. They was this close of winning. They was this close winning the conference championship in the Big 12. They but I wouldn't call him a portal pirate, but every coach in NCAA right now is a portal pirate. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We say you put Prime on there because his name resonates. Um, looking at the first round and looking at all the names that was going off in the first round. Of course, Cam. Oh, then of course Travis. There you go. Look, you see Abdul Carter go third to the Giants. So again, the Giants ain't going to pick a black quarterback. They'll try to sign a quarterback that doesn't, that pretty much only have so much left in the tank. Um, then you see everybody go interior defense, offense, interior lineman on the offense. But it was kind of crazy to hear that Shedeur for. Here's the crazy thing, and here's the crazy thing I'm gonna say, y'all. When Shedeur was at Jackson State those 2 years, when Shedeur was at Jackson State for those 2 years, they gave him, excuse me, they gave him a first round grade. Hey, bro, come on up, man. Come on up. A lot of people got a lot of stuff to say, but while y'all do that, we'll be right back. Play this good quick commercial. Be right back. It's your boy Doc Holiday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and members only live chats. And also you can get birthday shout outs on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket. Yo, it's your boy Doc Holiday with HBCU Overdrive, and I am proud to sponsor Merch Sports. Check out his new line of collection, the Black College Football Fan Club collection. It's basically designed to show support and give respect to the rich history and tradition of black college football. And as you already know, the best college players had to play at HBCUs before integration. So go ahead and check it out over at shopmerchsports.com. Merch Sports. Merch for the sports enthusiasts. This draft is going by fast, y'all. Woo. The draft is going by real fast. You know it's bad. I'm going to tell you like this. You know it's bad when, of all people, the goddamn president of the United States got something to say about Shedeur and I being drafted in the first round. This is coming from Donald J. Trump, Agent Orange, El Stupido. Said, what is wrong with NFL owners? Are they stupid? Deion Sanders was a great college football player and was even greater in the NFL. He's also a very good coach, streetwise and smart. Therefore, Shedeur, his quarterback son, has phenomenal genes and is all set for greatness. He should be picked, quote unquote, immediately by a team that wants to win. Good luck, Shedeur, and say hello to your wonderful father. That's coming from the goddamn on president. That's coming from the president. Uh, nah, that ain't no scam account. That's the real deal. That was the real deal. Um, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is my take. I talked about this earlier. I talked about this with my aunt earlier. I talked about uh that's why y'all gonna finish third in the MEAC this year. Um, what up? What up, Chris? Man, but I'm gonna be honest with you. These owners, man. I'm gonna be real with you. Most of these owners are slighting. I'm gonna be honest with you. They doing this to prove a point. They are they are doing this to prove a point to Deion Sanders that you do not run our organization. You do not run the organizations we do. So uh my thing is most of these owners, most of the teams do not want to deal with the the hoopla. I mean, Shiloh get drafted, he get drafted. He gets, Shiloh gets drafted, he just get drafted. Nothing wrong with it. Um, but some people saying, I'm gonna be honest with you, some people saying that teams are drafting what they need and what they want, and then some people are saying that um, some people are saying that this is to shut up Deion Sanders and to tell him to stay to stay in his place. That's what it is. Basically, it's telling Deion stay in your place. And the way we're gonna do it is we're gonna use your kid as a pawn uh, to let you know this is the place that you need to stay in. Um, put some money on your prediction who you have finishing 1 and 2. Nope, not Norfolk State, not Delaware State. I got South Carolina State finishing 1, and I got Norfolk State probably finishing 2. Y'all be third. Mm. But anyway, um, that's what we see. That's what we're looking at. Sometimes it don't really take a rocket scientist to even see all this stuff right here. The whole thing is it's been done to shut him up. And in some sense, I understand where it's coming from, but in other sense, it's like stop. You don't use Shedeur to carry out your agenda. Um, and the second round is going real fast right now. But trying to give Mr. Ford a call and see if he's coming on or not. But um, I wouldn't even think, in the way the draft is going right now, I wouldn't think he go in the second round. I wouldn't think he goes in the third round. Some people had him as a fifth round draft grade. Some people had him as a second or third round. Most people had it as a first round draft grade. Most people had him as a top 3 pick. But it's kind of crazy. Um, it's kind of crazy that the fallout is going to be. Do y'all think, and put it in the chat, do y'all think that Shedeur is getting blackballed because of his daddy? And if you're on Twitter watching, you could also comment, do you think Shedeur is getting blackballed because of his father? Put it in the chat. Put yes or no. Do you think Shedeur is getting blackballed because of his father? Well, apparently Coach Prime can't be an agent because he's still a football coach in the NCAA. So that is null and void. But I don't want to ask a question, give some input. Do you think he's getting blackballed? And what do you think needs to happen? Where do y'all think Shedeur is going to go? Where do you feel like Shedeur is going to end up? Okay, this one say yeah, yep. Mine say yeah. But other than that, man, you still got 4.5 rounds left in the draft. There's no, hopefully he'll get drafted. Hopefully he does get drafted, and we shall see what happens. But we're gonna be on here too long. Gonna do some other things. Try to see who else is on that Summer Jam screen. But y'all make sure that you like the stream. Make sure that you comment, share. Most of all, subscribe to the channel. Not the chain fault. Oh Lord. But other than that, I'm gonna roll up out of here. I'm about to try to cook me some more dinner in this air fryer that my baby done sent me. Thanks, babe. And she will be here in Dallas in a week. Can't wait. Cannot wait. I believe you on that one. So we'll more than likely be back on here tomorrow. We more likely will be back on here tomorrow for day 3 of the draft. That is going to be early in the day. So I'm gonna try to get myself pumped up for this now, and we'll be on out of here. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe. Hug your loved ones. Love on your loved ones. And remember, be easy, baby. We out this thing. Peace.